2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. For Miami, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. Some teams fast out of the gate, others not so lucky. Kenny, for the teams that have started slowly, how do they turn the tide?
You know what? About a week ago, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and I was like, when that happens, you can't panic. The season's just begun. Identify the real problems before you start tinkering on things.
Sometimes a lineup change can help. Things may just have to work themselves out, though.
Time now for tip-off. We get it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Our camera circling high above American Airlines Arena on this beautiful night, giving you a terrific view of our location here in Miami. Everyone is in their seat and buckled in at the American Airlines Arena as the Heat look to grab a win here in Miami. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And, of course, Tyler Johnson. He's a guy that will be sorely missed.
And his fans, teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all that he's brought to the table. But I like what the trade does for them. I bet it helps them right off the bat, not to mention in the long term.
Tonight, two great backcourts facing off. Brent, how often do you get caught up in a showdown with another guard?
Well, for me, it didn't happen all that much, Kevin, unless I was playing John Barry.
Now
I got fired
right.
up.
I get you.
I think it's amazing when you have these matchups during the regular season and you look at maybe the rhythm of some of these guys coming into the game. Elite point guards, they have the ball in their hands. Sometimes they get caught up in that mano-a-mano duel. And as a two guard or somebody else playing with that player, it's really fun to watch.
You got to check yourself, though, don't you? You got to stay within the bounds.
Oh, there's no doubt that you still want to win the basketball game, but there are moments and minutes where their talent takes over, and that's when the show begins.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Nets, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Allen is out there with Davis, and it's LeVert in at the small forward position. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. About a minute played so far here in the first. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Dinwiddie. Russell with a wide open look. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator. Russell can also catch and fire.
Richardson kicks to Dragic. Tries from the block. And Allen with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Here's Dragic. Pass to Whiteside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
You're getting to the point where you're going to have to start respecting Whiteside's jump shot. Effective shooting off the pass. And good timing there from the big man.
Now here is Davis. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers.
A lot of those plays came off tremendous hustle. He was committed to ripping down as many rebounds as he possibly could in this one.
For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Passes it to Winslow. To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. And here's the break. Here's LeVert. Goes back up. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one's swatted.
A nice shot by Winslow. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Russell passes to Allen. Back to Russell. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
That's tipped and good that time. And it's a tie ball game. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Over to the left wing. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Dinwiddie. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads.
Now, capable of defending a few different positions, the length of Johnson has really bothered shooters.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Now, here's Richardson. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. Here's Whiteside. This is to Johnson. Banked in off the glass.
He's reliable, capitalizing on the inside. You have to keep Johnson from getting in that close.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. He's looking to even the season series with a win tonight. He told me he knows his team can play better than they did the last time, and he thinks with the strong defense and shot blocking, they can make things difficult at that end of the floor. We'll see if they can impose their will tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Their game plan appears to be putting that defense front and center in this one.
Yeah, and that's where they're going to put their energy early on. They don't want this to become a run and gun type of game.
Well, they've got the kind of defense, I think, GA set up so that that doesn't happen. As aggressive as they are at that end, it's very hard to make it a high-scoring game against this team. Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
Richardson finds Whiteside. From down in the low post, it goes.
And head coach Eric Spoelstra always looking for different perspectives, looking to tweak and change certain things and constantly learning. That's a growth mindset. We hear him talk about that a lot, and it's something that he encourages not only his staff to do, but his players as well.
A nice shot by LeVert.
And you love how Russell keeps his eyes up, rarely misses a guy when he's free.
Dragic kicks to Richardson. Russell against Dragic. Johnson outside. The high post shot, and it's Miami with another.
Impressive shooting touch from James Johnson. That's what the summer's for. Get your touch right. Deadly right here tonight.
Here's Dinwiddie. Richardson cover. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
The Heat with the lead. Richardson with it. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Winslow kicks to Johnson. Richardson the pass to Winslow. 4 on the shot clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You see Justice Winslow get into that low defensive stance. Signals kind of like he did at Duke, slap the floor and be ready for a defensive possession.
And Winslow about 6'7", 225, but Brent, it seems like he plays a lot bigger.
Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes. He gets lots of minutes at the power forward position and tries to rebound like a 4, and when he gets it, he can rip it down and run it up the court.
And he can't get the first one. One of the interesting storylines of this young season, Brett Barry, the surprising early development of a couple rookies in the league.
Early development of rookies is a great thing for a young team because all of a sudden somebody's taken the reins. And I think coaches always appreciate when a rookie comes in, he does the work in the offseason, all that work starts to pay off. But now rookies tend to start looking towards somebody else, or the team starts looking towards that young player as somebody who may be able to handle and carry the weight of the franchise for a little while. He's just so aggressive on that move. You have to come over fast and hard to stop him.
Nets trail by 5. Russell kicks to Davis. Pass to LeVert. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
There's Winslow. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Heat have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. A different look for Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Whiteside. Dion Waiters comes in for Josh Richardson. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Goran Dragic.
One shot.
If there's been a shortcoming for the Heat, Brent, it's at the offensive end.
The shooting percentages aren't bad, but it just feels like with their mismatch of talent, who is it that's going to step to the forefront and be the guy they rely on for consistent scoring? One thing you look at too, Kevin, they really don't get to the line all that much, and second chance points kind of hold them back.
And it's the Heat with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn, Wade gets the bucket.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Napier dishes to Russell. Passes it to Monroe. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Carroll. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
And that one falls for Greg Monroe.
Well, Greg Monroe is pretty good down there in the paint, but he's got to work on becoming a lockdown defender on the interior.
Rodney McGruder's checked in for Winslow. He hits both from the stripe. Miami leading by 6. Here's Magruder. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Knocks it loose. Russell against Wade. Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Feeds it to Napier. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, that's unselfish play there from Greg Monroe, keeping his head up to spot the open man.
Wade kicks to Waiters. Olynyk up top. Back to Waiters. Good work defensively by Monroe. Nets trail by 6. Over to the wing. Inside. Carroll. Here's Napier. Again, the Nets for 2.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, for both teams, we're seeing great synergy on offense, but some lackluster defense.
Now here's Waiters. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Magruder kicks to Waiters. Miami needs to get a shot off. Olynyk can't hit. Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's Russell in the corner. Again, the Nets for two. Now, here's Wade. He had 16 points in the win against the Lakers. Sinks that one from the post. Wade's got 6.
Love to see some trademark Dwayne Wade aggressive slashing to the basket.
Napier feeling it out a bit. He kicks it to Russell. Just 4 to shoot. There's Hollis Jefferson. Rebound by Olynyk.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Here's Magruder. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Well, there have been a few small forwards helping their teams in all sorts of ways lately. Like this group leading the position and rebounding the last 10 games. And you look at Hollis Jefferson. He does a great job inside. One of the top rebounders in the league.
You know, the work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' game. I mean, they play much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in our league.
Well, these are the 18-wheelers right here. Bigger and tougher. They are fearless when it comes to crashing the boards. And I'll tell you what, it really lightens the load on your bigs when you've got 2 rebounders like these guys at the small forward.
Now here's Waiters. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go. Shoots over Carroll. Kept alive. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Got a piece of it. Monroe finds Napier, but they'll get another chance. Outside, Russell. Second chance shot, Monroe. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Too much respect paid that time on the pump fake from Greg Monroe. He pumped, the D jumped. He drew the foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Greg Monroe. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:15 left here in the first quarter. Wade outside. Kicks to Olynyk. Pass to Magruder. White block shot. Whiteside, no good.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him.
Lets the 3 fly, and the basket by Napier. Napier's got 7 points in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Miami. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And, you know, it wasn't just that they got stops. It was the way they got stops. Rejection after rejection.
Yeah, after a while, it just felt like they were demoralizing the opponent. It affected them mentally, and they took advantage.
Dion Waiters, Brent, with the game that evokes a lot of different opinions.
Well, count the Miami Heat in that group. They've seen the potential. They rewarded him for that potential. Now we just got to see him on the floor on a consistent basis.
And the free throw, no good.
We know about him being the 4th overall pick in the draft, and Waiters still trying to find a role on this team.
For Brooklyn, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting. Only around a 70% clip on the season.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Magruder. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Olynyk. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Got to make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. The defense was just okay.
Russell against Wade. Russell looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17. He got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Heat lead by 2. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Dwayne Wade talked about the potential of this team as well as the challenges they face this season.
If we understand our potential, can develop to be a great team in this season. But that's the hardest part, is understanding your potential when you have guys who's never been through it, you know, as a collective group. So that's the biggest challenge, is to understand, okay, we're good, guys. We can win some games, but can we get to the next level of being great?
That's the veteran mindset a player like Wade brings to the group.
Exactly. I mean, he's fully aware of the importance of experience, a true leader for his team.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, their efforts have been rewarded here after one. Winning the battle over second chance points has them ahead on the scoreboard.
Olynyk down low with Whiteside. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Magruder in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. He feeds it to Whiteside. An easy 2 points on the layup. Whiteside's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Heat. Russell passes to Monroe. Back to Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
You know, not the most explosive leaper, but D'Angelo climbs the ladder on that one.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Wade finds Whiteside, and it's in there. Whiteside's got 4 this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Poked away. The feed now to Monroe. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Miami leading by 4. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Magruder kicks to Olynyk. Over Napier. Olynyk can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Harris passes to Russell. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And it's 8 points for D'Angelo Russell. Harris against Waiters. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Waiters got his second bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Russell kicks to Napier. Back to Russell. Lots of room. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Russell. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Beautiful jumper by Russell. Just nice, relaxed shooting motion. It's just like a walk in the park.
Raiders against Harris. Now here's Waiters. In the corner, it's Whiteside. Clock at 4. Tries it from 19. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Brooklyn trailing. Napier dishes to Monroe. And it's all evened up. Monroe's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Brent, the league playing at a faster pace overall now. Will there ever come a time when every team will play with that same speed?
No, because one team will always be faster than the next. So it's never going to be exacting for every ball club. And as you and I have talked several times, Kevin, you got to play to your strengths. And even though teams are finding more positionless basketball players, some of these guys have attributes to their game where you want to get them in certain positions. That takes time.
It's all about personnel.
It's all about your personnel. And again, putting those guys in the proper place where they can succeed more often.
There's Winslow after the made shot from Greg Monroe. Johnson. Here's Whiteside. Excellent D there from Allen.
And I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
And for D'Angelo Russell, the former #2 pick, it's all about developing himself as a player and a leader. Has focused more on the team and less on himself of late, and knows what is expected of him and has to earn every second of floor time.
And so Russell hits them both. And last season, Russell had to fight for minutes upon returning from injury.
Yeah, and battles like that help mature a player and really keep them focused. Those are areas where Russell had struggled in the past. I think he and his coach both know it's not easy, but it has already started in making Russell the best player he can be.
Well, you have to be careful on how you guard Dragic in the pick and roll there. His passing ability will show up.
And here is Davis, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Floats one, and Harris wide open. He shoots good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. The Heat trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Winslow finds Johnson. Harris with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Davis, the pass to Russell. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Dragic with it. 26 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Richardson, no luck. Nets leading by 5. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
The Heat have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Back to Dragic over Russell. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist by Richardson.
Really nice to see Dragic explore that aspect of his game. The catch and shoot Jay is simply deadly.
Harris outside. To the middle. Here's Davis. Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
Now here's Winslow. 6 points for him. Passes to Richardson from 10 feet out. And another basket for Miami.
The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive, and right now stringing some plays together.
Davis surveying the floor. Russell kicks to Allen. Over Whiteside. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Miami trailing. Pass to Winslow. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Whiteside. First in rebounding, third in blocks. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. And it's tied up with that one. Adebayo is checked in for Whiteside. And then for Brooklyn, Damari Carroll comes in for Harris. And it's LeVert in for Russell. That one misses. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring a lefty out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little side step.
And James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. Here's Allen. The Heat getting the bucket. To halt the run, Johnson with the block. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Adebayo passes to Winslow. On the wing, Johnson. Three-pointer on the way. The shot missing. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
Yeah, Greg, I think you're right there. At major turning points, they'd miss a series of shots, they'd make some mistakes, and it led to the wipeout.
It's the Nets now, following the three-point attempt by James Johnson. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Here's Dinwiddie. To the inside. Here's Davis. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Davis has got the game tied up here for the Nets.
This is one of his specialties. Davis is an excellent option rolling off the pick.
Dragic kicks to Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And that's such solid fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
Brooklyn with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. Davis down low. Richardson cover. And it's Davis missing.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
Now here's Dragic. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Winslow kicks to Johnson. The pass to Adebayo. Trying to get open is Johnson. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Huge running with purpose right there in the open court situation. Johnson opportunistic on the break.
Here's Dinwiddie. Carroll passes to Dinwiddie. Back to Carroll. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Carroll's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You could see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
Now here's Richardson. 8 points for him. Outside Dragic. He kicks it to Johnson. And Dragic with the basket on the assist by Johnson. And that's now 6 points for Goran Dragic. Nets trail by 3. Allen outside. Here's Davis. Buries it down low. Davis has got 6 points.
Well, here's a guy who has all the tools to be a threat inside. Davis still searching for his offensive consistency.
Dragic kicks to Richardson. In the corner, Winslow with it. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Nets. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside?
Here's Dragic following the bucket by the Nets. To the inside, stolen by Allen. Here's LeVert. It's hauled in by Richardson. Miami's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Once again, Dragic in attack mode makes things happen with the drive.
And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
He misses the free throw.
And while Dragic doesn't get to the free throw line all that often, when he does, he's usually pretty good.
And some changes here for the Heat. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Johnson. Dion Waiters comes in for Winslow. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Richardson. Then for the Nets, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Allen. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Now here's Napier. 7 points in the game. Down low, Davis lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Davis has got 8 points.
He's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And as Dragic went up on the jumper, he knew the defense was there still. Finds a way to knock that one in.
Napier finds Davis. Here's LeVert. Olynyk is covering. LeVert the pass to Davis. Just 5 to shoot. And it's LeVert missing. The Heat shooting the ball really well in this game. 58%. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the basket by Olynyk.
And really the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, that had to have been #1 priority for the coaching staff coming into this one, limiting those turnovers and making sure they don't beat themselves this time.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Heat out front, up by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Dwayne, you guys have been pedal to the metal in transition. Looks like you're having fun out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of up and back. Close out the paint, close out the three-point shooter, get the ball out, go. So, you know, these are one of those games that you enjoy to play.
All right, Dwayne, keep having fun in the second half. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive boards. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
And over to the big fella. Your thoughts on the Nets?
Well, the reserves came in and played like starters. Gave them some big points off the bench. It'll be no surprise to see them get more minutes in the second half. They definitely deserve it. Though sometimes when you get more minutes, you get exposed. We shall see.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
We return now to Miami, where you can see all the action happening on Ocean Drive, right on the beachfront. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. We've got Allen. LeVert out there with Davis. Then it's Russell. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Davis. And Whiteside sends it back. Winslow finds Whiteside over Allen. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Hassan Whiteside, a max player for the Miami Heat. But I've heard some analysts say, Brent, that they question whether he's a Miami Heat type of player. Why is that?
Well, the Heat are built around a pretty much maniacal work ethic. There's a lot of grinders. And you look at Whiteside as a draft prospect. He worked out for the Heat and actually walked out midway through a workout. Yet they stuck with him. They kept tabs on him. And they brought him in. And they've paid him handsomely to be out there and be impactful. That's got to be on a nightly basis.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
Whiteside's experimented a bit with his free throw shooting throughout his career, even trying jump shots from the free throw line. So still trying to find the magic recipe to be more consistent.
LeVert's gone 3 for 7 from the floor so far tonight. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Richardson. And here is Johnson. Back to Richardson. Passes it to Winslow. Pass to Whiteside. Over Allen. Whiteside, no good. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And Russell gets it to go.
And the ball handling, body control. Russell with the nasty pull-up.
Richardson the pass to Johnson. Russell against Dragic. Over Russell. No good from Dragic.
The defense not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last.
And checking out some stats for Johnson. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Here's LeVert. He's got 7. And the pass to Russell. The tray. They get it back. Davis in the corner. Second chance shot.
That's just outstanding defense by Whiteside there to make sure the shot was not an easy attempt.
Richardson kicks to Dragic. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Whiteside finds Johnson. Back to Whiteside.
They have have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Wide open. Here's Davis, and the layup falls. Davis has got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
Well, that's a refreshing workman's approach to the game. Davis there beats everyone on the rebound and then finishes strong.
Dragic, the pass to Richardson. Back to Dragic. Kicks to Richardson. Shot clock at 5. That's tipped. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. All going up court. Allen dishes to Russell. And good that time. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
A scoring machine right now. Russell with the shoot-first mindset tonight and making it look easy.
And the Heat call time here.
And they've let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
The Heat making a switch here. Magruder's checked in. Harris is checked in for the Nets. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Richardson kicks to Magruder. Back to Richardson. Oh, Whiteside in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And dropping the sledgehammer there. He curbs a 10-0 run by the Nets.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here is Russell. 19 points in the game. 6 to shoot. The 3 ball. And the 3 ball is good. Russell's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Magruder. He's guarded by Russell. Pass to Johnson. Over Harris. Here's Whiteside. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Whiteside's got 15.
Well, Whiteside beats everybody to the ball, but then maybe the wingspan helps out. 7'7". Reach over the top, snatch that.
Magruder passes to Whiteside. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg Monroe. He's checked in for Brooklyn. Now Richardson. 8 points for him. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Magruder. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to LeVert. Puts it up from 12. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. He's got 9.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I think they have been winning the battle of shot selection here in the second half, and that's led to an excellent shooting percentage from the field.
Now here's Richardson. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Stolen by Winslow. For the finish, and the dunk by Winslow.
That's just amazing work from Winslow. Knows he was going to get hit, but he possesses that strength and concentration to hit the shot.
The Heat have shot 50% from the line on 10 attempts. That's a few too many misses.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
One shot.
That's good from Winslow. Here's LeVert. He's got 9. There's the dish to Russell. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
And there's the bucket from Magruder.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
Yeah, and therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
And the Heat with some changes. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Johnson. Dion Waiters comes in for Josh Richardson. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Rodney McGruder. And a change for the Nets. Hollis Jefferson's checked in.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, just scanning the box score and looking at the rebound total tonight, I don't believe it. Shows the absolute passion he has for that part of the game.
Napier, he's checked in for LeVert. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 1. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got his 3rd assist on the night. For Miami, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Oh, Whiteside in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
As soon as that pass was released, Whiteside's eyes lit up, and he finishes that off with some stop.
And here's Napier. He's got 7. Stolen by Wade. For the lead, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
And Dwayne Wade had hoped to return to the Miami Heat. Last season, at the trade deadline, he got his wish.
And it just seems right when he's in a Miami Heat uniform. It's a second home for him, and he's back where he belongs, baby. Wade County.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And even though Father Time Brent has taxed Wade on his athleticism quite a bit, you can still see glimpses of it when it matters most.
That seems to be the way of Wade right now, is waiting for the moments, the bigger moments, to step up and hit big shots or make the right play. He won't make plays as often as he once did throughout the course of a regular season game, but instill some confidence in his teammates on the floor come crunch time. He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
It's deflected.
And the 6'7", 225-pound Winslow rises up and swats that shot away with great athleticism.
Now here's Winslow. 10 points for him. Waiters on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Waiters got his 3rd bucket of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Russell against Waiters. To the inside. There's Hollis Jefferson. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Hollis Jefferson's got 6. The Heat have gone 7 of 13 in the 3rd quarter so far. Just above 50%. The pass to Wade. Baseline J on the way. Here's Whiteside. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Brooklyn.
Well, sometimes the D has no choice but to foul Whiteside and try to make him earn it.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good from Whiteside.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Russell with it. 22 points for him. And it's Napier missing. Raiders against Russell. Here's Whiteside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
One shot, gentlemen.
Nets trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, covered by Winslow. Russell against Waiters. Shoots from the line. Russell, no good. Miami leading by 6. Now here's Winslow. He's got 10 from 20 feet out. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Napier. It's hauled in by the Heat. Whiteside's Waiters finds Winslow. Good ball movement here by Miami. And he uses the glass on the layup. Adebayo's got the lead up to 8 now for Miami.
This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunities.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, covered by Winslow. Looking to end the run. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Puts one up from 19 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Now here's Wade. Napier covering. Whiteside kicks to Waiters. Here's Winslow. But they recover it. Adebayo. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. Harris against Waiters. In the corner, Winslow with it. Just 2 to shoot. Nailed from three-point land. Winslow's got 13.
Well, Justice Winslow takes time to balance himself and measure the defense there. That helps him maintain good body position before the launch.
To the middle and stolen by Russell. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Carroll. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Carroll's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Timeout called, the Heat. A different look for Miami. Olynyk comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Dragic in for Winslow. Ed Davis is checked in for Brooklyn. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Napier. Dragic against Russell. Right side, Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. The kick out to Dragic. Miami no good on that time either. Adebayo with the bucket. 8 points for him.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Carroll. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's guarded by Waiters. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to 6. That one coming from Hollis Jefferson. Dragic against Russell. Dragic left side. Here's Adebayo. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Dinwiddie kicks to Russell. And he makes good on the layup. Russell's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Russell has the ability to change pace and knows when to be aggressive.
Waiters no luck.
And still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
Here's Carroll. Makes it off the glass. Carroll's got 12 in the game. And it's Wade in the corner. And the 3 off target. It's been all about Hassan Whiteside for Miami. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Heat. 4-point game. They get to take on the Bulls in Chicago after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Wade and Richardson, the 2 wings. Olynyk is out there with Adebayo. And it's Dragic into the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Kelly Olynyk, a brand nice pickup for the Miami Heat. 4 years and $50 million.
Well, thinking about a floor spacing big man, they like what they saw out of Kelly Olynyk in his brief time with the Boston Celtics. He's still young, has a chance to grow, but his skill set as a big is still eye-popping.
Nets trail by 7. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to LeVert. Takes a 3. Can't hit that one. The Heat go the other way with it. To the paint. Olynyk the pass to Dragic. The second effort. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Dinwiddie. This one for 3. There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Softly drops in the floater.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Carroll against Wade. It's good. And the Heat lead by 7.
Right there, finishing through contact. Dwayne Wade finds a way to muscle that one in. Yeah, that's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
James Johnson's checked in for Miami. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. The Heat leading by 7. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Kicks it out to Johnson. It's stolen by Carroll. Here's LeVert. Sweet little floater.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Right side, Dragic. Johnson, the pass to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Johnson. Tries a 3. The rebound by the Nets. Allen's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal. and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
And taken away by Johnson.
And he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill. That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
It's the Nets now. The Heat getting the bucket. Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. A floater. Here's Carroll, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And you know the junkyard dog is going to corral his fair share of rebounds.
And along with the resurgence Carroll had last season, in large part due, I think, Greg, to finally feeling healthy.
Yeah, and Carroll is quick to tell you just how hard it was for him to regain form after that knee injury. Coming back is something that each player experiences kind of in their own way. Great presence, though, on and off the floor, and really a natural leader.
And that one falls for Carroll. The Heat leading by 4. Dragic taking his time here. Pass to Adebayo. And Olynyk kicks to Adebayo. Back to Olynyk. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Dragic from outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's LeVert. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
And he has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the rim.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Russell's checked in. Heat on D. 6-point lead.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Dinwiddie. He can't hit that time. Dragic with some nice D.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Russell kicks to Dinwiddie. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Johnson with the bounce pass. Richardson finds Olynyk. Now here's Richardson. He's tightly guarded, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Nets trail by 4. Now Russell. Pass to LeVert. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Here's LeVert. Good on the triple. And now just a 1-point Miami lead.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Adebayo passes to Johnson. In the corner, Winslow with it. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Winslow's jumper coming along, a great sign for the organization to see his improvement.
Here's Dinwiddie. And here's Russell. Allen passes to LeVert. 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. Here's Russell. Dives for it, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Friday, They'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors.
And you know, for that Pelicans game, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Richardson dishes to Dragic. Back to Richardson. Pass to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Richardson. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's a 6-point Heat lead.
He's proven that he can get on some stretch runs, putting together multiple games of firing it from behind the arc, sinking that shot there from the parking lot.
It's Russell with the drive, and the layup falls. Russell's got 26.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And you have to be. That's the approach you always want. Don't settle for the jumpers. Pound it inside.
Now here's Winslow. Back to Dragic. In the corner, it's Richardson. Lets it go from deep. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Inside, Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Already one of the league's more creative assist men. Russell making people around him better.
It's Dragic with the drive. Johnson, a wide open look. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback. And the Heat lead by 4.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here is Russell. And it's Davis at the elbow. Here's Dinwiddie, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And even though Spencer Dinwiddie had a breakout year, he felt that his time was long overdue.
Yeah, and in between the injury in college and kind of being buried on the bench, he's had to overcome a lot and has always believed in himself. And he feels when matched up head-to-head with most guards, he's going to come out on top. Showed exactly why he believes in himself so much with that breakout season in 2018.
Now here's Dragic. Johnson kicks to Richardson. Back to Johnson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Dinwiddie. And the pass to Russell. Here's the teardrop. And the layup is up and in. Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Dragic against Russell. Dragic finds Whiteside. And they double up Whiteside. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Nets. Kicks it out to Richardson. And another basket for Miami.
The evolution of Josh Richardson is going to be very exciting for this organization. When he's sinking the catch-and-shoot jump shots, look out.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops, they may win it.
Pass to Dragic. Down low. There's Winslow. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Getting the foul on the shot.
No good on that one.
And he looks totally out of sorts here at the stripe. Those defenders aren't afraid at all to body him up and force him to earn his points at the line. Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Here's Dinwiddie. Kicks it to Russell. 6 on the shot clock to take the lead. Here's Davis, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Johnson.
A 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Davis still trying to gain the consistency he needs to fulfill his potential.
He misses the free throw. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here's Dragic. Inside. Now here's Richardson. Defense right on him. Johnson can't get it to go. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
Here's Dinwiddie. Richardson cover. Dinwiddie passes to Russell. And they double up Russell. To tie it up. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
Interior D lacking, and it couldn't be at a worse time giving up that easy one.
Well, just an incredibly slow rotation. That is someone's responsibility and something they're going to need to discuss.
Timeout called, the Heat. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, D'Angelo Russell.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Now here's Johnson. Here's Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow.
Oh, and when Winslow hits shots like that, it's a huge boost for this team.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That free throw good from Allen. And Allen drops them both. Dragic with it. Winslow up top and stolen by Russell. Down low. There's Hollis Jefferson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Outside Dragic. On the wing, Winslow. He dishes it to Richardson. 5 on the clock. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Dinwiddie with the bucket, and now a 4-point Nets lead.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Floats one up. That one's not going to go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Feeds it to Dinwiddie. And stolen by Richardson. Passes it to Winslow. Johnson outside. Pass to Dragic. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here's Richardson. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
No doubt. Professional move all the way. Puts the team on his back when it matters most.
Now, here is Russell. Davis. Johnson with the block.
And it's still within reach.
But only if they make every possession count from this point forward. And I mean every possession.
And it's Dragic with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it. 2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're trailing by 4. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
Well, I mean, if they can score, then they're going to have to foul immediately.
Well, I'm sure that's part of the discussion, not whether to foul, but maybe who.
From deep, it falls. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, Dwayne Wade's such a calming influence, but huge amounts of trust in these moments.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Now here's Richardson. Wade outside. For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Greg Monroe, hey, this was a quality win against a good opponent. What does that say for your team as you go through the season?
Well, we have to take a good win like this against a very good team and build on it. We got to look at this tape, look at the energy we play with, the focus we play with, and carry it over to other games.
It can't just be 1 of 82, Greg. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.